366, the 367th day of the Sex Offender Administration. Federal immigration officers are asserting sweeping power to forcibly enter people's homes without a judge's warrant, according to an internal ICE memo obtained by the Associated Press, marking a sharp reversal of long-standing guidance meant to respect constitutional limits on government searches. This is based on the Done Road doctrine, which says, "Ooh, somebody stop me." See, that's from The Mask about, never mind. Trump said he will not be imposing tariffs against European countries over their objections to his efforts to acquire Greenland, revealing Wednesday that he and the Secretary of NATO reached the, quote, framework of a future deal, close quote, regarding Greenland. Knowing Trump, it's more like a concept of a possibility of a framework in 2 weeks. Commuter rail service in Spain's northeastern Catalonia region was suspended Wednesday after a Barcelona commuter train crashed the night before, killing the conductor in training and injuring 37 others about 37 kilometers outside Barcelona. This is the second train crash in Spain in 3 days. I don't always derail trains, but when I do, it's dos en tres días. Ford is recalling roughly 119,000 vehicles because their engine block heaters have a defect that increases the risk of fire. Ford's new ad, buy a Ford while they're hot. This has been a Dr. Reverend Julie Rowe with headlines and punchlines for January 22nd, 2026, the 367th day of the Sex Offender Administration. Join me live at the Church of Last Resort Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on MindDog TV.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host or guest and should not be interpreted as statement of fact.
I gotta stop
Independent
sneezing.
fact-checking and corrections
I'm gonna do
are
a show and
encouraged.
you're sneezing like
We got a cup of coffee in here, please.
I don't know. That's you. Hold on, let me add. We're gonna be okay. No, probably not. That's gonna be okay.
Damn good coffee. And hot.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Bum.
Wake up, America. You've got a dog that needs walking. That's right, sunshine. Just put on a big pot of strong coffee and get ready to type your little hate mail with your opinions about kumbaya and flat earth insanity. Stand-up comedy? You want stand-up comedy? Well, we've got sit-down comedy. It's time for Coffee with the Dog. You make me laugh.
In a good way. I'm squeezing my head off here. Yeah, it looks like my head is so on. But I actually have to squeeze it off. You can't tell. But really on that tight. Oh, look, a kick pot. That's good. How are you, Mr. Kick Pot? Good morning, folks. It is Thursday, January 22nd, 2026. There is a guest scheduled today, but I don't know anything about this person. Probably coming on in the second hour. Somebody that GD knows. I was not privy to this, so I think it has something to do with solar energy, but that's about all I know. I think her, I know something else. I think her name is Kristen, and that's about all I know. We'll find out, I guess. Anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope it's warming up where you are. It seems to be warming up here. We have possum problems, a possum problem. Possum chasing chickens and cats around. My wife is not liking it, so dealing with that this morning. Plus, also sneezing my head off. I'm just so sick of the politics thing. I'm trying not to stay. I'm trying to stay away from it. Trying not to give it much thought. But I have to say, boycott all the news. Boycott. It's not news. CNN. I don't. You know what? I don't really see any MSNBC stuff on social media getting shared around. But this is like this thing that they have every night on CNN, and that dude Scott Jennings, who was basically as admitted. I don't know if he meant to admit this, but he admitted that he doesn't believe in everything he says. He sees his role as entertainment, WWE style. He's meant to get people angry. That's his job, is to get people angry at him, get people on the left angry at him, and get people on the right cheering him on. And so I feel like the entire cable news, whatever it is, industry is milking this stuff and really enjoying that they are thriving in the division that's happening in America. So boycott all that stuff, if you can. I haven't been on Twitter much this week. I'm banned there, so I can't post there. But just stay off it. It's bad for us. They're trying to make us fight, and they're winning. So anyway, Sea Raper. Is that, I'm sorry, that can't be right. That this can't be right. Sea Raper, what are you, dolphins? Are you having this, I don't know, consensual sex with dolphins? What the hell is a Sea Raper? Now we're probably banned again. Yesterday, I have not even watched yesterday's show. I don't know what Ron and GD probably said bad things about me yesterday. But that's all right. It's their platform to say whatever they want about me and just be mean to me. So there's that. If you enjoyed the show, good for you. If you're upset that I'm back, bad for you. But listen, for a guy who doesn't work, I feel overworked. I think one day is enough for me. Yesterday, I did a show at a senior center, and I love it. I love this particular senior center I work at. It's far away. It's a long drive, and I was there yesterday for did a 2-hour show, and now I have to go out again this morning and do another one. And I was just like, you know what? And I get this way. Hey, this is my thing. I get this way before I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And then I go and I love it. And then I say, oh, I can't wait to do it again. So Sea Raper said I was a horse when I had, Sea Raper was a horse I had when I was growing up, a great granddaughter of Seabiscuit. Wow, how about that? Is that a true story? It's a good story, whether it's true or not. And so it doesn't really matter. Is that Susan Parker? Is that who is he saying, hey, Miss Parker, GD? I don't know. I'm lost. Anyway, so I got this paint party coming up for the Mets. for the New York Mets. You heard that right. 100 people, February at Citi Field, which is the stadium they play at, for 100 people, part of the organization, the New York Mets organization. They obviously don't follow my social media feed, or they would not have hired me. 100 people, and it's a custom painting. It's 2 hours long, which is generally what the paint parties are. But generally, they're very simple. They sent me a custom painting that came from a 2015 when they were in the playoffs. Full sold-out stadium, the field, the flag, the scoreboard. They want this entire full crowd. They want this entire elaborate thing done in 2 hours. And I was like, the people who are booking these things, they even consider, you got basic beginner people wanting to paint a photorealistic baseball stadium full of two teams on the sidelines doing the national anthem, the scoreboard bringing the gigantic flag in 2 hours. Now, the painting can be done, and it probably can be done by beginners if if you did a 24-hour class. But now I'm at 100 people. seems like a lot of people to manage in one. So I'm a little nervous about that. To be honest, I came in yesterday, and I'm kind of freaking out about it. If I'm telling the truth about it, and I am telling the truth about it. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm frightened. Not that you know what? I got to practice it over and over. It's like go teach something that you don't know. How about that? How about you go teach a class on brain surgery? Could you do that? Oh yeah, but first I got to practice on a few people, any volunteers. That's what I feel like. Anyway, GD will tell us about the guest he has scheduled in just one moment. Right now, you know what? I need some damn new commercials, but for now, I'm just gonna go with the old reliable. Alchemizing. Yeah. By the way, Northwell is doing a study on psychedelic drugs, Molly, and what I guess Molly is ecstasy, psilocybin, mushrooms, LSD, in my area, and I wasn't picked. I got to get in on this study. I want to go. They sit you in a chair, you trip out. It's like a dentist chair, and they just watch you. I'm down for that, and you get paid for it. So I want to get hooked up on that. But in the meantime, I'm just going to order some whatever this is, this mind bloom, and alchemize my content, psilocybin, and ecstasy, and
Mind Bloom is helping people achieve life-changing clinical and personal breakthroughs, alchemizing both the psychedelic medication, psychiatric care from psychiatric clinicians, coaches we call psychedelic guides, and a lot of content and meditations and programs into this really transformational experience that, because it's delivered at home, costs a lot less and is a lot more convenient for people to receive.
I need to alchemize my content. Whatever the frick that means. That too. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. In the room with me now. For some reason, Ron Kane is here. I wasn't expecting him, but he's always welcome. Good morning, Ron.
Morning.
And also, the Negro with an ego, G.D. Fenderson. Good morning, G.D.
Good morning, America. MindDogTV.com. There is a huge ice storm moving across the country, and we could also get some bad weather too.
What are you, an ice hole?
Don't forget to every day say Epstein files. Don't forget the Epstein files. No matter what else is going on in the world, don't forget the Epstein files. Number one. Epstein's number one. Go to MindDogTV.com/merch for all the stuff that you don't need but ought to have. Support your local merchandise and enjoy the suffering.
There's Epstein files that you're telling me to talk about, or think about, or mention every day. It seems to ring a bell. Something about pedophile Epstein file.
Yes. Welcome back, Mr. Carter.
Yeah. You know, that was the first song I played yesterday. Welcome back, Carter.
Oh.
Because I hadn't been to this particular facility since September. Felt like a long time. So welcome back. Welcome. I'm singing it to myself. People looking at me like, what the? I don't get it.
You're singing it to yourself. That means like they couldn't hear you. You're just going, welcome back.
No, they could hear me fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They just
I'm singing it to myself.
He was that young man making all that racket in the corner.
Who's that hippie? Who's that long-haired hippie with the guitar?
Yeah, I got there early, so I did like kind of warm up out in the welcoming area. People were walking in, and I'm playing guitar as they're walking in. It was a whole different experience for them. Oh, look at this! I thought you were supposed to be. I'll be in there. Just keep going. Anyway, I feel like 2 days work in a week is way too much for me.
You're in control of that.
I am.
You could just say, no, I don't want your money.
If that was, that's not possible. that's not possible.
Your money's no good here.
Your money's good here. Your money is very good here. I can't get enough of your money.
That was wasn't that a Bad Company song? I can't get enough of your cash today.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of your cash.
Now, Bad Company. I don't know if you know. I don't know about Bad Company. Bad Company and who's the guy? Barry White.
Okay.
Both had a song on the charts at the same time in the pop charts. Can't get enough of your lovin'. in the top 10, both of them. And so people probably would go. And this is in the day where you just went and just told the clerk, yeah, give me the 45 for King, and you could get the wrong one. I think that's the first time. I mean, we could probably Google that and find out that in the top 10 there were 2 songs with the same title, completely different music in the top 10 of the pop charts.
So how many 45s did you have to use during your sessions back in the day?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, if you're meeting up with a lady, you bring her back to your house, and if you're gonna your record player, yeah, and your 45s.
And when I had 45s, I was probably less than 10 years old. Maybe, I stopped with the 45s somewhere around 10. So I don't think I was scoring many ladies at that point, or even little girls. Nothing. No, I wasn't scoring. And you know what? We moved to. I moved to albums. Somewhere around 10 years old, and had a big album collection. But I don't think we ever played albums for the, when you're having relations with a young lady, you wouldn't play an album. I've just thrown on the radio, if anything. It's not.
Do you think a lot of those bands are like people only really listen to them because that's what they remember? It's like, I was fucking during this time.
Yeah,
a lot of the music is not really that great.
Yeah. It's hard to find music that was good to have sex to. I mean, it's got to have, I don't know. It's distracting. For me, I'd be like, oh, look at that. Listen to that bass part. Hold on. Just stay there. Stay wet.
Did you hear that chord change?
Really? What was that? Let's play that back. So it's probably not a good thing for me to have music on.
Okay, Matt, I have a question for you. Since you started playing guitar so that you could meet girls and get laid, what's the most amount of time you've ever spent on a girl, but did not get laid for your efforts?
Just twice. I mean, two different.
Like pursue a girl for like 2 days, 2 weeks, and then go. I'm giving up.
Yeah, 2 days. 2 days. 2 actual nights, not days. But yeah, 2. I know. I would name her.
She didn't have a name.
No, she didn't have a name. Well, she had a name that kind of described her.
I would think her parents should have named her. But
well, no. Her parents wouldn't name her. Well, you wouldn't because they named her. They gave her a last name, and the last name fit her body completely.
Okay, Coke bottle,
something like that.
Hourglass.
You're getting close. No, not hourglass. No, it was all back. Turned out everybody else I knew fucked it up. Everybody else.
Outback was going to be my next guess.
Everybody else did. I was the only one who didn't. I mean, that's why. And to be honest,
because you were special, Matt. She didn't want to ruin it.
No, that was the only reason I even tried, because everybody else did. I wasn't really attracted to her in any way. It's just that's going around. It's like, what's that? I'll give it a sit. Oh no, I can't. I'm not allowed.
Now, was she really all back, or did she once in a while?
There was no front. Style? There was no front.
Oh, okay. I thought it was all back, like that's how she laid, as opposed to
the back wasn't great. Don't get me wrong; it wasn't great back, but there was no front. So she all back, but she wasn't all that. Anyway, that's a shame.
Yesterday, me and GV were like talking about bad parents.
We ruined the ratings.
I saw to be honest with you, I saw the radio numbers dropped off like 3 minutes into the show.
I was watching. I was like, holy fuck. I felt bad. I was going to talk to you about that this morning. As a matter of fact, Matt, I'm never going to do the show by myself again. No, I'm not.
That's fine.
Again. Nope.
No, it's fine. Nobody gives a fuck about numbers, right? Except good parts.
Hey, we had a pretty good show yesterday, considering I showed up at the last minute to help GD, and we got through it. I think we had a pretty decent episode, don't you think, GD? We kept the conversation going, and
Well, we kept the conversation going. We didn't keep the audience going. That's what I'm saying.
But that's to be expected when you bring in like supporting characters, and the main character isn't here.
Yeah.
And Matt said we got him demonetized. I don't even know how or when that happened. I don't know if it was the sex talk or the rape talk or the murder talk or the
I don't know
suicide ideation talk. But I did put the disclaimer up there when we were talking about the suicide part.
Listen, I'm fine. You want to burn my house down? Just come on.
I
burn
put
it
that
down.
up there. I put that up there.
Yeah.
But we were talking about parents and how all parents really just aren't that great. Because like back in your day, I mean, what would happen when a guy shows up to pick up your daughter and he's driving a van or a station wagon? I mean, are you really going to let your daughter? I mean, you know what's going on.
Yeah. I got to be careful here about not outing people who don't want to be outed. But I knew some girls, a girl who was 13 years old, and her parents were fine with her going out with a 35-year-old. I was like,
whoa, why would you go out with a 13-year-old girl when you were 35, man?
I was 13. I was the girl.
Okay.
It's mind-boggling the kind of lack of care that parents put into I was having this conversation with a model that I had on the show, Maddie Fogg, because she was 18 years old. Some modeling executive saw her on a beach in Sydney, Australia, and said, "You should come to New York and be a model." 2 days later, she got a phone call from a executive at the modeling company. It said, "We sent you a ticket and you got a hotel room. Come over to New York." She's 18 years old.
And her parents said, "See, we have another daughter."
Yeah, that's exactly. They have another daughter, 3 years younger, and so she went and she didn't come home for 2 years or something, a year and a half or whatever. And I asked her, how do your parents do it? She said they wouldn't do it with my younger sister now that they know. But man, what goes through you, especially a daughter, a son, maybe 18, sure, go ahead, go on your own. That's what men do.
As far as I'm concerned, it depends on the son. My daughter, not at all. My son depends. If I didn't really want him around the house anyway, it's like send him off to that or military school.
Yeah, but modeling stuff, especially because I mean, you have to be really naive not to know what the modeling industry is all about. Especially several years ago, but even now, probably still they start. You know what? You got to stay skinny, and it's a long day. Have a little snort, have a little uppers or whatever, amphetamines or whatever, just to keep going, and the pressure on them to stay in good condition. And then you got your pedophiles all over the modeling agency just hitting on young girls and sexualizing them. I would never let my daughter do that. And she was very nice in her little Aussie accent, telling me, "Yeah, exactly." Like, oh yeah, I get it. But I don't know how. But back in the 70s, again, a 13-year-old girl with a 35-year-old guy, and the parents, it wasn't hidden. The parents knew about it. "Oh, you're coming to pick up my daughter." Like, really?
Just out of curiosity, how was there a big age difference between the parents? I'm just asking because, like, my parents were 10 years apart. And so I don't know if my mother, if I was 25, if I'd hit on a 15-year-old girl, what my mother would have said, because my mother was 19 when my father was 29 when they started dating.
Yeah, no, there wasn't a huge difference between mom and dad, but there was a huge difference between the girl who was going out with the 35-year-old and her older sister who was friends with that guy, because her older sister was like 35 and she was 13. And it was a friend of her older sister. Her older sister introduced her to her.
Okay.
Like, fucking crazy life, man. But yeah, if that happened now, I was thinking about this the other day because I don't want to name him. Somebody who I've been trying to get on the show told me that he has a 17-year-old daughter, and some guy came to pick her up, and he said to his daughter, "Ask him if he's willing to buy her father a brand new Les Paul. If he is, you can go out with him. If he's not, he's a very evil person. You have to let him go." But you know, if he's got enough money to buy daddy a brand new Les Paul, I guess that does qualify him.
Now, when my mother was 14.
Well, wait a second. How much was a Les Paul back in the day? Sorry, Genie.
Oh, well, it wasn't back in the day. This was within the last couple of years. So we're talking 2,500. 2,500 minimum to starter price. For a cheap
when my mother was 14, there was a guy who was in his 30s who approached my grandmother and said, "I want to marry your daughter." And he had like a $10,000 dowry that he offered for my mother. Yeah, a dowry of $10,000 he offered for my mother. And this is, let me see, my mother was born in 32. So this would have been like $1946.
Wow.
And what was the dowry?
$10,000.
Okay.
I think that's the first person I've ever known who actually had experience with a dowry. And this was not your experience. It was your mother's experience. Now, I've heard of dowries before, but I always thought, I never, that's not my world. I don't know about it. I thought that was like an old world thing, like before this country.
Yeah, my mother said as desperate as she was to get away from home, the guy was just too ugly, so she said no.
But just think how many women were forced into relationships with,
Yeah. Well, just think how rich I could have been had my mother gone with that. If that guy had $10,000 back in 1946 to give up for my mother, he had some money.
Yeah.
Or he got a really good deal on a VA plan when he got back from World War II.
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Ian, Mr. Evil One, the one from the dark side. So
now, I'm curious because we went down to 0 viewers on YouTube, and that means even our loyal people, the people who like watch us every day, just went fuck it. I don't want to see this. That's what hurt me. That's what hurt me.
I wouldn't be. First of all, let me just be clear about and I don't think you went down to 0. That counter that we see up here, that is not accurate. Because I've seen it. I've done some analysis on it with some tracking stuff. I don't know where StreamYard sometimes it says that, like right now, it's got a very low number on there. But I know for a fact that one of the sites is bringing in 3 times what we see up in that little eyeball up there. So that's just one of the sites. So it's not accurate.
Yeah, but 3 times 0 is still 0.
No, it's not doing multiplication.
I can do math.
Yeah, you can, but I don't think the app is doing that. I don't know how that works or what they think is going on there.
I mean, sometimes I thought for certain. I thought that Carl Mann was just going to show up because he has a tendency to do that. Yeah. Whenever he sees there's no guest, he'll go like, "Send me a link." It's like no Carl Mann. Even Heavy Kev went like, "Fuck it, I don't want to talk to these guys." Anymore.
Wow, that's a shame.
Well, that's their loss. So,
yeah. Do you want to tell us something about who you're expecting to come on in this second?
Yeah, it's my Erica, my Erica, my friend Erica, the one that does the solar stuff.
Oh, why did I say Kristen?
I don't know, but I wasn't going to correct you because I wasn't on the air.
Erica, okay. Now, Erica, is she the solar panel person? What?
Yeah, the solar person. They got a contract, and I'll let her talk about it. But they got a contract to do solar power on an Indian reservation.
Oh, yeah. Can
the poorest district in our country? I think they said literally like the least amount of dollars per capita in the country.
I'm down.
So they're putting up solar panels there for free.
I gotta say, and this is in Maryland because
no, it's not in Maryland.
Oh
no, it's up in the like south. It's in South Dakota, I believe. She told me about it, but I want her to talk about it.
I can absolutely believe that because I know like South Dakota and the Sioux and down in the Southwest in New Mexico and Arizona, there is like below third world country standards in some of these reservations. Like why would you stay? I just go to a third world country. You're upgrading at that point. I don't know. To me, I don't. Well, but They don't have. See, they need to get on board with. We have. Speaking of third world countries, I'm sorry, that was a rude thing to say, wasn't it? Elizabeth Croydon is now with us, and she sounds like she's choking on coffee. Now they got to get on board with this grift. I mean, because they were talking about how these government subsidies for, Indian reservations, Native American reservations, and sometimes they're not native. I mean, you got to have like a full-blooded native person sign on to the corporation and stuff. But then like Puspatuck, if I go down there, there's really no Indians there. It's just people claiming to be Indians, and they don't even know how to act like a good Indian.
Well, man, what's it mean to act like a good Indian? Well, they're supposed to greet you at the counter and go, how much money how much weed do you want, Matt? How much money are you going to spend? Is that what do you mean?
Well, this one guy, Derek Whirlwind.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on, you got to come up with a better name than that. Whirlwind. Like,
if that's his last name, that's, you can't.
Nah, that's a made-up name. Whirlwind. Whirlwind is a white name. It's not like fucking eagle or something. Two bears fucking or something like that. Give me something like that. Whirlwind. Come on.
I think two bears fucking is more of a white thing. That's more of a white rendition of an Indian name than Whirlwind.
Charlie Hill was could have been how long the romance.
Yeah, Whirlwind could have been how long the romance was between his mom and pop.
Yeah, probably.
How long it took to make that little squaw.
Let me tell you about it.
Good morning, Elizabeth. I didn't want to interrupt Matt. I was waiting for hi there.
A brand name for what?
A dishwasher? Whirlwind?
Yes, something like that, right.
Charlie Hill was a good Indian.
Yeah. Did I say good?
He was intense.
Did I expose my overt racism?
I still have reservations about his comedy.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
I don't have a clever pun. I was just gonna say Graham Greene.
Okay. Graham Greene, he's great.
Someone
was
great.
Just talking about
gone,
him
right?
The other day. They were saying that he was on a movie set and someone was directing him. They said, "Could you please sound more Native American?" And he said, "Which nation?" And they were all like,
Let me tell you about Derek Whirlwind. He plays piano, not knowing anything about piano. Like he has no clue and never can play the same thing twice. But he sits down and you would swear he knows like he's a genius. Like he's all over this thing, never hits a wrong note. He's doing this concerto, he's going up and down and dramatics and all this stuff. He's like dancing on the fucking keyboard. I mean, he's all over the place. And like doesn't know a fucking note, doesn't know anything about what he's doing. He just sits there and never plays the same thing twice. But
so he's like an illiterate Jerry Lee Lewis.
I don't know. I asked him, like, how the hell do you do that? I don't know. It feels right. Whatever feels right in the moment. But it's incredible. Like,
how many kids does he have?
Huh?
I'm just curious. With an attitude like that, how many kids does he have? It just feels right in the moment. I'm just wondering.
None.
No.
Oh. He lived with a much older woman. Like I would say he's in his 20s, and I think she's in her 60s or 70s.
We have a guy like that comes to HMAC. His girlfriend is like 57, and he's like 31.
Yeah, well, it's like it can't be any good. Come on.
It can be.
Not for a young guy. For her, it's probably great. She's probably like, whoa.
It could be great for him too.
Look at all the energy.
When I was 18, I was dating a 36-year-old. When I was 21, I was dating a 42-year-old. I mean, I learned a great deal.
Did you hear what I said? He's in his early 20s and she's like 70.
You said no.
You said 57.
57 and 31.
No, 60. 67.
I mean, Matt just said 57. Oh, okay, not Matt. Ron, the other guy, the other Matt. Ron.
Yeah. 66. She's older than me, definitely older than me. So
That's not possible. A woman cannot be older than you and still be alive. That's not even possible. So stop it.
It's very difficult to be honest with you. But yeah, so
the innards would have been all dried up.
But what does the kids have to do with his ability to play piano like that?
Well, it was the philosophy. You just said, I just do what feels right. And that sounds like raw dogging to me.
Oh.
But of course, that could be Ron's influence over me.
All right. Yeah, it could be. But there's these Indian reservations and this poor one in South Dakota. They got to get into selling the weed, or at least a casino or something. I mean, and I think those are the only two businesses that are really allowed.
But if you go to New Mexico right now, all it is weed shops. Every other block is a weed shop. It's so oversaturated. So that's what the Indians out in New Mexico are doing. It's casinos and weed right now.
Wow.
So if everybody has a weed shop, who's buying the weed?
Yeah. I don't know. It's insane how many shops there are close together too. It's ridiculous.
When I was first went to New Mexico, I was shocked because weed was different then. But even here in New York, like the cheapest you could get a quarter pound of weed for was maybe $150, and that was shit weed. And I went down to New Mexico and I was buying pounds for $60.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. And I used to bake it into cakes. I mean, we had so much that we would just be baking it all day long.
Let them eat cake.
Yeah, let them eat cake and then
sleep. Yeah. Bro, this is good cake.
Yeah. Yesterday I was playing for the old folks, and that was going through my mind. Like, how many of these people were stoners in the 70s?
Right?
I mean, yeah.
The $15 lid.
Yeah. The weed was much different then, and it didn't taste as good, but I still managed to get pretty fucking stoned in the 70s. So
that's good. I'm glad you did your job.
Yeah.
I hope you're collecting a pension on that.
There's a kid I started following on Facebook. He's probably 20. His name is, I know the last name is Struthers. He's probably in his early 20s or something. He is a time machine back to the 70s. He looks like every stoner I used to hang out with. He's got the 70s haircut. He's wearing 70s clothes, and he's playing 70s music very well. But I don't know if he's writing. I want to get him on the program, but I want to say to him this. Look at me. Look at me, because this is what you're going to turn into, because you look like every fucking stoner I hung out with in the 70s. And not like, are you going to turn exactly like me, but you're going to be old and crappy like me. You're going to be decrepit. You're going to be scary looking. You're going to be horrible. This is what your life, if you're lucky, if you live, this is the best you could hope for. So my advice to you is get laid a lot, smoke as much weed as you can, write some music, play some songs, laugh, always laugh, make sure you laugh. But at the end, this is the best you could hope for. It's pretty scary. This is like, I'm sorry to break your heart. Like, that's what I want to tell him. So I'm not sure I want to get him on the show and break his heart like that. But I feel like there's not enough urgency to enjoy his life before he becomes me. Because someday he's going to look back in the mirror and say, what the fuck happened to me? And I don't want to see that happen to him. Because, I see him and I think, that's me in 1972. He's a time machine. He's a living, walking time machine. Anyway, so.
But is he a pinball wizard with stars in his eyes?
Yeah. Oh, look, Phil Heller is in the Instagram chat room. Phil, you would. Speaking of people who look like this, Riley Reid, the porn star, is in my Instagram chat. Really? This is a girl I asked Steven to get on the program.
Hi, Riley.
Can't be. It's got to be a phony, right? Are you phony? Are you the real Riley Reid? If you are, come on the program and tell us about your film.
Love your work, Riley.
Yeah. Are you doing this while at work? What? Am I on while we're shooting? Literally shooting.
The money shot.
Yeah. I always thought that would have gotten Ron to say something. You know what? I tuned in a little bit yesterday, and Ron was talking, and I was shocked. Ron knows how to talk.
Yeah, I did a lot of talking yesterday.
A lot. And I was like, wow, what the hell's going on? It's better when there's no guests. Ron doesn't like guests.
Yeah, my plan is hopefully I should be out in Los Angeles later this year performing, and
That's great.
And one of my things, I'm going to go to a porn set, and I go watch how the sausage is made.
You should friend up Jason Washington on Facebook. He's a friend of mine. He did porn to support his comedy career.
Wow, that's an interesting.
It is. It is an interesting
comedy, and
he's
porn.
Very funny.
You know what? Good for him. I mean, I would have done it when I was young if I would have had the opportunity. I didn't. There wasn't really opportunity for. Maybe there weren't. I just wasn't aware of them. I was out in New Mexico. They weren't shooting a lot of porn when I was a young man. But I don't think it's in Los Angeles. I think that Las Vegas and Miami Beach, for some reason, I think are the hubs for shooting porn.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine. We started off comedy the same day. We were in the same class, and he was he did gay porn. Man, his comedy career started 4 minutes before mine because he went up just before me.
Thank you for reminding me what I wanted to talk about, because that guy who said about his young daughter when the boyfriend showed up, asked him if he wants to buy dad a Les Paul. He put out this long thing yesterday on social media about how he's being forced to come out of the closet. How he kept saying he's LBGT or something. It's like, no, you're one of those. You can't be all four of those LBGT. You're a G. Come on. But the way he wrote this thing, I got the impression, and I don't want to accuse him, but I am accusing him, aren't I? I'm just doing this for social media attention. He's already told me he's got a 17-year-old daughter. So being a G, how does that happen? I mean, he could have
had it before he realized, or maybe he was in denial.
Ejaculate.
Yeah. Maybe he was
thinking about a man.
Yeah, okay. So, but he's talking about how he's losing the women followers that he's on social media, and he's.
What? I love my gays. The more gays, the better. They're handsome. They're great to look at. They love women.
Women like to hang out with gay dudes. I mean, but
because they don't want to fuck them. That's why.
Yeah, that's what my mother used to say. My mother used to say that a gay man was a woman's best friend because they want to be one, so they basically treat them nice.
Yeah. So but this whole thing is a
woman, and not all want to be a woman. It's not about being a woman. It's about liking men.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying that's what my mom said.
I grew up in the 80s bars, the 80s gay bars in DC.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's what my mom used to tell. That was what she used to say to us.
I want to be a woman.
I'm every woman. Man, they were all ugly then.
But if you need to go find your gay self, please attend any large conservative event, because you'll be able to find closeted men everywhere.
Yeah. But it just struck me as this whole
Sasha Riley story's intense.
It struck me that this whole confession or whatever it was, because he felt like he's being dragged out of the closet to admit this. And it's this long thing. And I feel like, are you even gay? Are you just doing this for clicks for you? Because he's a guy who monetizes his social media and has a very big following. And the whole thing was about losing his women followers. It's like, no, that's not happening. But it felt like faking gayness for clicks, which is a weird way to go. Like I know people will say anything now. I don't mean to get all, because I said I'm trying to avoid the politics, but have you heard that Candace Owens She said that her and Charlie Kirk were communicating, and Charlie Kirk told her he was a time traveler.
Wait, like from the dead? He's communicating from the dead?
No, before he got shot, obviously. Back and forth. He said he was a time traveler. She completely believes him, and she's putting out this narrative that Charlie Kirk was a time traveler. And I'm like, well, that's a bad time traveler, because he should have known that he was going to get shot in the throat then, right? I mean...
Well, maybe he left just before the bullet hit. It's like what was that movie, Quantum Leap?
Yeah.
The time traveler actually went into other people's bodies. It wasn't his body; it was other people's bodies.
Right, but she's passing this stuff off, like looking straight in the camera, saying with conviction, saying he was a time traveler. It's like
people think Baron Trump is a time traveler based on a book about the adventures of a Baron Trump written centuries ago.
They compare Trump to Biff in Back to the Future, right? The sports book guy.
Oh, Biff, yeah. Totally Biff's era right now.
But the whole idea of we've gone conspiracy theory crazy, but people, because Candace Owens, it's not like she's got a small following. She's got a huge following. And to gamble, like, I'm going to come out and say, I know this guy was a time traveler. You're risking losing a lot of people, but she hasn't lost anybody, which says to me they're beyond stupid. They're insane. And I don't know how we come back from
willing to embrace the fantastic, like so checked out of the apocalypse that they're willing to believe in unicorns.
Yeah, unicorn time travelers.
Yeah. So what time is this show? Oh, unicorn time zone. Woo!
Right. Yeah. But to me, like, if I were a time traveler, I would go.
And you're not?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Show me proof.
Maybe I will be someday in the future, if the future really exists.
Future.
But wouldn't you be going back and forth just to check on things like how does this end? Like if you have the ability to travel in time, you got a lot of power there. You can see how things work out. You can know what not to do, what to do.
Well, I guess it depends on what theory of time travel you're adhering to, because in some theories of time travel, you can't go back and change the past because that is actually what led you to being there. So I don't know. It depends on. There are different theories of how time travel works, is what I'm saying.
But hear me out. If he's going back to the past, that means he's coming from the future. In the future, he's already dead because he got killed here. So how does that work out? That's a paradox, right? He's been killed. He can't. There is no him in the future to come back to now, right?
Again, that's in the quantum leap theory. It may not be him in that body. Like in the Marvel universe, when they sent Logan back, they didn't send Logan back that Logan. They sent his consciousness back to his younger self.
Isn't it hilarious we've come to this point where people are talking about time travel over like a half, an internet celebrity?
No, it's this has been going on a long time, Rod.
I think they should go with the theory of he is a time traveler, and the only way that we can bring him back is to keep trampling his corpse like we're doing.
Yeah, this is not new. This in the 80s and early 90s, I had time travel people on my show all the time. There are lots of groups of people who absolutely believe
they were before the flat earthers, I think.
Yeah, probably around the same time. Because flat earthers have been around a long time too. But the idea of all these crazy ideas, they've been floating around forever. The flat earthers are still hanging in there, even though I don't know if you're aware of it. And I should probably get them back on because they're good for ratings. They're really stupid and they give me a headache. But they did this experiment to end all this thing, because the original, when I had Dave, Flat Earth Dave on, I can't remember his last name. He was adamant that Antarctica is controlled by the people who are pushing the flat Earth myth. the glober, the globe theory, and for Antarctica, you're not allowed to go there. It's controlled by the military and all this stuff. Nobody's ever allowed to go there. It's like there's tours there. You can sign up and you go there. Oh no, you can never do that. It's all phony. And then there was a guy who said he would take them down there. Got like 20 of them to go down there and witness that the sun didn't set. Like it stayed up for 6 months and just went around. And then that was actually, and they came back still changing their theory. Okay, you can go there and the sun never sets, but that doesn't prove that it's a globe. Like there's nothing. You could take them into outer space, look back at the Earth, and they would still try to make up some argument there.
I think you just got to set them aside and sit them down and just look at them and say, tell us what happened to you.
Yeah.
Was it an uncle? Was it a dad who touched you? Are you this desperate for attention? Does your wife not love you?
Well, yeah, that's the, like, what is the end goal here, and what is the motivation? You just want to feel like you have specialized information that nobody else has. You want to feel like you want to validate that you're smarter than everybody else, and even though you come out with this stupid nonsense, what is the motivation for holding on so dearly to this fucking thing? And that's just the flat Earth people. I've had simulation theory people on the same kind of pit bull mentality of hanging on to these things. Time travel people, all of them. Who's crackling? Somebody's crackling? Who's crackling? Ron,
that's my cereal. I'm sorry.
That was what?
I'm bringing Snap and Pop in a moment. It'll sound a little different.
Oh, your Rice Krispies?
That's what they're called.
All right.
I got the generic brand from Aldi's.
Okay. Aldi's.
Not a sponsor. Aldi's not a sponsor. They were just a clue. They were just the answer in one. They were the answer in one of my crossword puzzles. The answer was Aldi.
My wife loves Aldi. And by the way, it's Aldi.
Okay.
My ex-brother told me that. He worked there. And Al and D are two brothers. That's where they got the name from. Al and D. Who would have figured that? Yeah, that just came around.
So that's like Stax Records.
Yeah, but my wife will say, like I go to, my thing is Stop and Shop. I don't know if you know this about me, but I used to be the house musician for Stop and Shop. Every time they'd have a grand opening, they'd hire me to come and play in their lobby.
Before the incident, yeah.
Yeah, well, not even before the internet. Yeah, but
why did you stop if it wasn't the incident?
I stopped because they stopped having grand openings around. I would do it again if they have another grand opening in the Northeast here or somewhere. I think they're all opened. No more grand openings. But there are products like my wife will say, you can't buy this there. I go to Aldi for that. Like you have to go to a different store for every product you buy. No, I'm here. I'm going to pay 20 cents more. I'm here. That kind of thing.
Well, when I was in my 20s, I did go to different stores to buy different things, but that's only because I had a company vehicle.
Yeah,
and
so I was going to say because the gas you use up more than 20 cents worth of gas.
Yeah, on my way home from work. So like on Mondays on my way home from work, I'd stop at the Giant and I'd get certain things. And Tuesdays on my way home from work, I stop at the Safeway to get certain things. And then Wednesdays on my way home from work, I'd stop at the Shop and Save? I can't remember what it's called now. Starts with an S also to get stuff because each one had something that they had cheap.
Yeah, I would do that too when I was working back for that big company. And like when I would go out to pick stuff up, sometimes I would make stops, or if it was during the Christmas season, sometimes I would take care of some Christmas shopping.
I can't. Well, I'm going to one place. I'm going back home. I am very task oriented when I'm going out for something. I'm going there and I'm cutting through all the bullshit. Like I go through a supermarket like I'm running a race. Like I don't have a lot of patience for any of that stuff.
Oh, I know. I'm kind of like that too, man. And like if I go shopping with my wife, it's horrible.
That's hell. That's hell. Yeah, no.
She just wants to stop and look, and I'm like, no, let's get this and get the fuck out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just go down here and I'm looking for. No, you know what you're going to get before you go. Go in there, know exactly where to go. Get it. Get to the cash register and get the fuck out. That's my.
I have to pay attention to her like a kid because she'll just walk off.
I can't look for sales either and that kind of stuff. And that's this is a big problem where I feel like they set you up like, oh, 2 for 1. Like, don't get me with that in the front of the store. Now you got me thinking. I don't want to. I'm not here to think. I'm here to get what I came for and get the hell out. Yeah. But coming back to us and this idea of just like inventing stuff for clicks and stuff, like going out, just trying to get, like, because this came out with this CNN guy. He's there to fill a role to get people emotionally either hating him or loving him, depending on what side you're on. And this is the society we've created for ourselves, where everything is phony. People are arguing points they don't believe in, and just trying to divide us all with just constant. And I don't watch television. I don't even have it. But that CNN panel with the Scott Jennings guy, he came out and admitted he sees his role as somewhere between entertainment and WWE. And to me, I'm like, aren't they the same?
Well, that's WWE by definition is entertainment. So
I was going to say they're exactly
entertainment.
They're exactly the same thing. I vacillate between
entertainment.
Yeah, between fiction and real fiction. I don't know, fiction and more fiction. Those are the two options.
Right.
So he's arguing
between fiction and flat out lying.
Yeah. So, if we're going to get that from the people who say they're delivering news and they're really just delivering an opinion, and it's meant to get us angry at each other, get us fighting, I think we should have a national turn off your TV year. Like, don't watch any fucking TV this year. Fuck them all.
Just so you know, Matt, the reason why you don't see anything like that from MSNBC, they're not called MSNBC anymore. If you see something from MSNOW, MS Now, that used to be MSNBC. I'm just saying, just in case you saw something that said MS Now.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, does Rachel Maddow still have a show there?
Yeah, Monday nights.
I never see clips from her. Ari Melba, something like that, right? He used to have clips all the time. Don't see any of his stuff.
Well, a lot of them moved to Blue Sky on purpose.
Elizabeth, your mic isn't really working. I don't know what's going on there, but
a lot of the MSNBC people, a lot of the regulars went to Blue Sky.
I'm on Blue Sky too. I see a lot of feels very left wing on Blue Sky, but I'm not.
That's why they went to Blue Sky.
I don't see any clips from those people who used to be MSNBC, now MS Now, whatever it is. Not seeing any, shorts from any of those people. I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm.
Are you a subscriber, or do you subscribe to them? I don't know. Look, I'm not real familiar with how Blue Sky works. I go there to upload stuff, and then I check to see notifications and follow people. Like
they got to stop with the app development of these social media things. There's just a new one every fucking day, and I can't keep up. Blue Sky, no. I'm not a subscriber to anything on here.
That may make a difference. Then they're just showing you what they think you want to see. Maybe. I don't know.
They think I want to see these fucking right-wing idiots? No.
Because you respond to it. You go, motherfucker! And he goes, oh, he likes that. He keeps yelling, motherfucker. So
actually, for probably the last couple of months, I've been going, well, especially when I was on Twitter, which I haven't been for about a week now. But I block a lot of people. As soon as they start being like just brick walls of MAGA nonsense, I just block them. Like, I can't listen to you. You're incomprehensible with this nonsense. But I see Robert Reich. He's a left-wing guy. I see him a lot on Blue Sky.
I like him. I like him a lot.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, because there's a whole industry dedicated to clipping stuff from Fox News, like all over the place, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Threads, where you'll see stuff from those people clipped all the time. You don't see Oh, I used to see Ari Melber all the time. I think that's his name, Melber, something like that.
Melber, I believe.
Ari, yeah, I liked him. He was kind of. I thought
You like him because he had a lot of music references.
Yes, exactly.
That's why you like him. That's exactly
Absolutely.
why you like, because he'll like, so just like Eazy-E would say, and then he go like just like, well, most of it's like almost all of it's rap references, which I don't know hardly any of them.
Part of it is his musical stuff too, and the other part is his Brooklyn stuff, because he's a Brooklyn guy.
Oh yeah,
so that appeals to me, because I don't know if you noticed this about me, but I like Brooklyn. I'm a Brooklyn guy.
Yeah, I've seen traces of your Brooklyn bias.
All right, I got to answer this email.
Except for when it comes to the Mets. You actually do not have a Brooklyn bias when it comes to the Mets. You've actually said, they've broken my heart too many times. I'm not going to fall for that shit anymore.
I'm glad you know that. They don't seem to know that. I did mention they hired me for a
paint party.
100 people, and it's a super elaborate thing. But like, I'm the last guy you want to. It's at the stadium. It's
maybe their plot is, if they can turn you back, they can turn anybody back. So we'll get Matt back. We'll get him back with what he loves, money.
I do love money. The love of money is the root of all evil, and that's why I love it, because I am.
But it's also the source of many a paint job.
I'm rooting for evil.
Also, hey, just to give everyone a heads up, in 2 years, MS Now will be called Costco MS Now. So just to let you know, in change.
Costco?
Yeah.
Wow. I've never.
Costco MS Now.
To Costco workers versus Costco shoppers, and then the lunatic fringe.
Right.
I heard you say lunatic fringe and Costco and shopper.
Yeah. Something's wrong with your mic. It sounds like Ron is gargling cum on your mic.
Elizabeth, you should actually reboot your phone. It sounds like shit.
Yeah, reboot. We can't even make out what you're saying.
You said it wrong, Ron. It's rebelt, like she's from Canada. Rebelt.
Reboot. About a reboot.
Yeah, rebelt.
Is it a reboot?
I forgot what I was doing. Remember? Do you remember what I was doing? Oh, I was responding to somebody who needs emergency information from me.
How much time are you spending? Are you still on Twitter at all?
I'm banned from Twitter.
Temporarily, he's banned
for the next couple of days here.
And when is your subscription up? Because when the ban is over, are you going to renew your subscription?
I think I opted out successfully. I'm not sure, because I wrote to them, the helpline. I said, cancel my subscription immediately. I was about to do it like within a day, and then I got myself banned again. And once you're suspended there, you can't make any changes to your accounts. It's like, no, you're going to bill me again? Fuck you. But I didn't get billed. I was expecting to get billed 2 days later. I didn't get billed. So apparently I think and now if I go there, it will say upgrade to premium. So I think that means that I successfully opted out.
Yeah, because when I go on the, I don't really subscribe to Twitter, but when I share the program in the morning, one of the first things is when it gives me an option, says, share to Twitter. And I'll say, sure, I'll share the Twitter. I don't have a blue check on Twitter, so I don't know if anybody sees anything I do on Twitter, because I'm not a legitimate Twitter person.
You're not legitimate. You're illegitimate Twitter.
I don't have a blue check, and I refuse to have a blue check because I'm not giving them any of my money. Fuck them.
I think you still got the crackle, right? Talk to me.
Yeah, but the snap and the pop is gone.
Talk to me.
Hello.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
We can hear you. Better.
Yeah. My request was accepted. What request? I didn't request anything.
I'm only on Twitter just to go flame Scott Perry, because I have to cross-post my post for him. So that's the only reason I use Twitter at this point. Other than that,
it's Puppet on Twitter.
because besides that, it's just a vacuum for, idiots.
Bots. There's a lot. There's a lot of bots or fake accounts, and what they have. I like this thing that they have. This one feature they have where you can see about this account, and then you see they're based in Russia. Oh, you're based in Russia. That's why you love Donald Trump. I get it. They call themselves MAGA warriors or something like that, and that's the handle or something like that. And then about this account based in Russia, based in wherever, someplace, based in China. All these people who supposed people that are not all of them, but a lot of them arguing pro MAGA stuff on Twitter are not even American. So yeah, I'm a real American, except you don't live here. So there's that. Here we are, folks. Got quiet. Did you hear how quiet it got?
Yeah, my stop biting me.
Stop fighting you?
Biting me. My cat keeps biting me, and I'm trying to rub. I'm rubbing her and stuff.
Oh, okay. We saw behind the curtain there. It's an old man back there behind the curtain. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
No, that's the door to my wife's office back there. That's why I keep the screen up.
I forgot what I was where I was going. I forgot what I lost my train of thought completely. Give me a train of thought.
Oh, okay. Woo woo. In Spain, they had two train derailments, 2 train accidents in 3 days. How's that for a train of thought?
I'm surprised there's that much train activity in. What am I?
Are you kidding? Europe is crawling with train activity because it's so easy to go from country to country to country by train.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the great things about living in Europe. You can actually go. You could travel all of Europe on train, and it's probably relatively cheap and relatively convenient since they designed it that way. Unlike here, you can take a train from one place to another, but it's always 100 miles from where you want to go. Of course, that's an exaggeration because you go to the station, you're right there.
I will go to New York City by train. I can't remember the last time I actually took a long train ride to anywhere other than New York City is still crackling. Crackle, crackle, crackle. Everybody's crackling.
Yeah, my parents used to take me on because my stepdad liked trains. I guess maybe because of the Tourette's or whatever. But we would go to was Strasburg, Pennsylvania, and you could ride a train there. It's like a scenic train route.
You know what? Maybe I don't know. Amtrak's still a thing. Is Amtrak? Yeah. Maybe I should do because I don't want to go through the whole hassle of fucking airport stuff. But I would like to take a trip. Maybe I should.
But who knows? Because it helps people. So I could see this administration ending it.
What
train
travel?
No, he would end Amtrak only because Joe Biden loved it.
Yeah.
Because Joe Biden was like a train guy. He went from Delaware to Washington almost every day by train. And he's got this award. He got an award from Amtrak. So now Trump wants an Amtrak award. He wants a plaque from Amtrak. So yeah, I can see Trump doing something to Amtrak because they love Biden.
Yeah.
At least they love Biden. I don't know what the CEOs of Amtrak are doing now.
All right, you open the door. Sorry about this, folks. Did you?
Yes, I did. I should have closed it.
Did you catch some of the demented speech yesterday?
Yes, and the interview. Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing because I couldn't. I'm at the point where I can't even watch dispassionately. I have to read transcripts because it's to listen to him speak. I start to go what I think I can't say because it'll get us demonetized. But it rhymes with hoot me. I mean, It reminds me of hoot him cow. That's what it sounds like. Hoot him cow.
I did see some. Well, I saw people quoting the speech, or the interview. I don't know what it was, but
Well, he did some of both.
It's to the point where you look at it and you say, I know he's crazy. I know he's stupid, but that's just too far gone for me to believe that this is real. And so one of the things that I saw last night was he was saying to the prime minister, I can't remember her name, from Italy, that America and Italy have been allies since the early days of the Roman Empire, and to me that just seems like
he has no fucking idea. He forgot about World War. He forgot about World War Mussolini.
Yeah, but besides all that, the United States obviously didn't exist in the days of early Rome, and neither did Italy. Italy is younger than America, which a lot of people aren't aware of. They say, "Oh, Italy was Rome." Yeah, Rome was a Rome. It wasn't Italy.
Yeah. Most people don't know that. Yeah.
Italy is like 19th century. They got together and made it a country. Then it was a bunch of city-states.
Yeah, Trump said that NATO's never done anything. We never got anything from NATO, forgetting that after the attacks on the World Trade Center and we went to war on Afghanistan and Iraq, I mean, yeah, that they were there with us, even though Iraq was not where we should have been.
And he told people that do speak German that if it weren't for the United States, they'd be speaking German. So, but then people, that Scott Jennings guy was asked, well, explain that. And he said, well, it's Trump. He got 77 million votes. Yeah, but if Biden said any of that wacky shit, that would be proof that he's demented. And so it comes down to, what the fuck is the 25th Amendment for? If not now, when? How fucking crazy do you have to be? How out of touch with reality do you have to be before somebody will? And not that, again, I've said this many times, and I think Vance will be worse. I don't.
Yeah.
I'd rather keep Trump around until we can defeat him at the ballot box, which is probably insane to think. But I think Vance will be worse. But if not now, when? When do you ever use the 25th Amendment? Ever? Like, how fucking crazy do you have to be? That's a good question. Anybody, do we have any Trumpers left in our chat room or audience anywhere that can answer that? Like, what would he have to do?
Well, I don't even, it's the whole administration though. Like this whole thing of, well, it's just him. It's like, no, they're all complicit. Because if this guy's acting like this, which he is, and you're saying that everyone behind him is just okay with it, that shows
chicken, they're afraid of getting a mean tweet. No,
it's not. It's they're just pussies. The problem is they sold everything to him and put him in the position of power. So now they're being dominated like the little cucks they are.
I get it.
I mean, look at it. I mean, the perfect example is Mitch O'Connell. Like I said, he's been dead for what, 3 to 5 years now?
Yeah.
And we saw him die. We saw him going to rigor mortis on camera.
Yeah. And who is signing his shit? Is someone just holding his hand?
That I get it, but he at least had the wherewithal to give up the wheel. Say, Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's like, this is the problem. It's not one guy. Say, like I said, if he dies today, if you put Vance in there, it's just going to be the same.
No, that's going to be worse. I'm not saying that getting rid of him. I think I made it pretty clear. I don't think getting rid of him will make things better. The point is, he's batshit fucking crazy, and the 25th Amendment is made for removing batshit crazy people. What good is the 25th? Why do we even have it if not to use now? Because there's never been a more clear indication that somebody.
What did the Mad King George do? Do you remember the Mad King George? He had like an STD or something.
We remember them.
What took him out?
I don't know.
Syphilis? No. Which you talking about the Mad King George Bush?
No, I'm not talking about the Mad King George Bush. I'm talking about the Mad King George, the English king.
Right.
I'm wondering what behavior of his
but they
finally tipped people over to the point where they were like, okay, he's mad.
Yeah, I get it, but they did not have. Maybe they did, and I'm just not aware of it. But a document that said, in case the leader of the country exhibits insanity, there is a function for getting rid of him. And I'm thinking, we have this. Why does it? We should just, if we're not going to use the 25th Amendment now, just take it out. Because if not now, when? How the fuck crazy do you have to be before somebody said, yeah, this is exactly what that was written for?
15 out of 10 doctors agree.
15 out of 10. Wow.
Right?
You're talking
I mean,
cognitive.
how many doctors does it take? You enter the classic position of having a medical practitioners disagree, like you have lawyers disagree.
Yeah. Well, what are you getting, emails? Is that what that bling is? You bling blinging? Well, that's not even paying attention to me. He's on work. He's doing work stuff now. Right?
Yeah. No, I'm just tired of the argument of like, oh, it's Trump. It's not. It's everybody involved.
Yeah.
That's again, that's not the argument I'm making. What I'm making is, listen, it is definitely going to be worse with Vance. There's no. I think Vance is President Thiel, and Thiel is fucking as evil as they can be. And we're not doing away with the billionaire ruling class. But the idea that they just need this puppet who is obviously insane is not helping their cause at all. Whether you're part of that billionaire oligarchy, why would you want that fucking incoherent knucklehead?
Because it's absolute power. It's basic human instinct.
They have that over Vance, though. Vance is
he throws the best child rape parties.
Yeah, we're doing all this to protect the kid touchers.
Isn't Thiel in the Epstein files? I think he is.
What is this thing you're talking about? Epstein files? What is that?
Have you been listening to the testimony of Sasha Riley on the Epstein files?
No, this is kind of a revelation that they like boys as much as they like girls, right?
Right. Girls are expected to be assaulted. It's not until until talk of the boys being assaulted.
Oh no, I come from a very Catholic area. Believe me, it's not surprising to me that boys get assaulted all the time.
Right.
No, quite a few altar boys that have told this story, but it is a little bit shocking that Epstein. And I don't know. I have not followed the Sasha Riley thing, but that Epstein. I just think you like little girls, and if you like little girls, you like little girls. Not necessarily you like children just because they're children, right? Maybe I'm wrong about that, but
Sasha Riley says he was trafficked with someone from the Romanian Angels at Mar-a-Lago. So he's tying in Erica Kirk's organization, the Romanian Angels, into the whole trafficking circle.
Yeah. Now she's becoming more and more suspicious all the time. I mean, with her, they had this tape that I don't know if you saw it, where she did, according to the people who put it out there, it was a training tape that she was for the CIA.
Boy, did she look like an asset, right?
Yeah, and so her parents were in the intelligence community, right? Both her parents were. But the claim that some of the people are making is that she was just an actress playing. She was given lines, and she's playing the part of being in this training tape. The trainer for these people. But even so, it's like it just doesn't fit. Like. The grieving widow narrative to see her doing this kind of stuff, and then the grieving. You see her on this thing that just throws her through the stage. I get lost for words here. Catapults her through the bottom of the stage. She goes flying up into this fireworks show. I mean, that's not grieving widow stuff. I don't know.
No, it's not. But I might request that if someone I love dies, just to distract me. I mean, that is fun.
Yeah.
But Hunter S. Thompson shot himself, or friends of Hunter S. Thompson shot his ashes into space. What were you gonna say, Ron?
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, you could tell his death didn't really mean anything when you have Nicki Minaj out there referencing an assassin, and she's like, you could tell she's practically getting wet. Like, ooh, let's talk about this again, because that means we can raise funds and sell some T-shirts.
Shooting merch out into the audience at a funeral.
The Nicki Minaj thing is baffling to me because she's one of the people Charlie Kirk came out and said she was just a bad influence on young women, and her music was evil, and
her husband's facing child trafficking or child rape charges, isn't he?
Right. So I mean, for her to do this thing with Erica Kirk and talk about, all the stuff that she become a complete MAGA crazy person. Evil. Hello, did you miss that? Him and the one who did Wet Ass Pussy, whatever her name was.
Wow.
Was that Cardi B? I don't know. I'm trying.
I don't know either.
Ron knows, but he's not paying attention.
Right.
So I'll look it up.
Because Ron is looking at Wet Ass Pussy as we.
Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the gay video of Wet Ass Pussy is so much better. Those boys outdo the babes by miles. Oh my goodness.
I'm unaware. But I'm unaware of a lot of things.
I'll send you the link. Everyone,
please don't. Please. No,
it's great.
Yeah, so I'll send it to you. Hey, that's like somebody said, "Oh, smell this!" Like it smells bad. Yeah, smell it. No,
yeah. Unfortunately, that song just isn't very good. The Wet Ass Pussy song. It might do like a brief shock because of they're like, "Oh my God, it's wet," but after that, the song is not great.
No.
Yeah, there was a comedian out in Ohio who used to do a fake weatherman character. And his thing is he was always trying to tie in Wet Ass Pussy to the weather, regardless of what the weather was. It could be like a drought, and he was still trying to tie in Wet Ass Pussy. That was like his tagline for some odd reason.
Yeah. Well, my issue with the song is they took the sample and then they slowed the song down. And the original song is just such a great party song. And then you're going to slow it. You're talking about Wet Ass Pussy, and you're gonna like boom. It's like, come on.
Wait, are you telling me that Cardi B covered Wet Ass Pussy?
Yeah, well, Wet Ass Pussy is based off a sample of an old Baltimore club song called "There's Some Whores in This House."
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, look it up. It's an old club song back in the '90s.
I will. Thank you.
The original is fun because it's like there's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. And it just keeps, it's just a fun song.
Oh, and Baltimore is so much fun. The Baltimore club scene is fun.
I didn't know anything about of '90s music. I know Nirvana. Nirvana and Pearl Jam were my '90s music. No,
well, you know how like Spotify does that the rap every year, and they tell you like your stats and things like that. Well, this year's Spotify added this age, so they said my average listening age to music is 31.
Average age, because I would think that's a little old. But I'm sorry, but I think
no, I'm kind of like right where I should be because I listen to pop music. And like what's going on in the world of music and shit. So
yeah,
I check out the new songs every week that drop. And trust me, there's a lot of shit out there, but there are some gems in there. But you got to sift through some shit.
Yeah, but
now,
I think
for Ron to say now those of us who know Ron well know that when Ron says there's some gems out there, that is a rave. That is like a 10-star review. that there's some songs are 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Not to bore the shit out of everybody with things they don't care about, but music industry. Thinking about this yesterday because I have an artist friend who just dropped an album, and I'm thinking about because Spotify or where he's on CD Baby, I think distributed his music to get it up on all the platforms that it's on, Spotify and whatever. They collect your streaming royalties. Now it's 0.06 cents, 0.6 of a cent for every stream you get. Now there is a threshold that you have to reach before you get anything. So let's say it's set at $150. I'm not going to do the math, but how many streams you have to get in order to just get to $150 so you get your paycheck. So what happens up until that $150 thing, they're just keeping that money. And for a lot of those people, they never even see even that portion of it. So you got to get hundreds, like 1 million streams. I think you get $6 for, right? I think that's it. So these people who are actually making money, like the Taylor Swift and the whatever, people that making money off of streaming, they have to have some power and leverage that they're negotiating a deal that other people aren't. Yeah, that other
they
people
probably
aren't.
have. They probably can. They probably have.
Yeah.
They got the attorneys, and they have the
mass, number of people, independent artists who are putting their stuff on there. They're never getting paid a cent because there's this threshold. The threshold, I think, is $150 before they'll send you anything. So in order to get to that $150, like you're not even getting the $100 they owe you. They're just going to keep that, and they're going to collect interest on it. It's in their bank, and you never see any of it. And that's a big part of the rate of the what you're getting paid per stream is bad enough, but then the fact that you never get it, and these big corporations are keeping it and making interest off it, it's just really super unfair to the artists. And I can't believe we've gotten to this place, because if you sell digital downloads, even if you're selling them 99 cents a piece or whatever you're selling for on your own website, even at that, you're not going to make enough money to live on from enough, because who's doing that? Nobody's actually doing that with all these streaming services, right? No, Ron, have you bought music in the last 10 years? Actually bought downloads?
Yeah, I've actually bought a couple albums here and there.
Really?
Physical albums though.
Right. So yeah, and the number of people who are actually doing it, just not enough to support artists. So
it's you bring this up, and me and GD talked about this a little bit, except on the comedy side. And I sent GD this podcast that I was telling him about. Elizabeth, you should probably check it out too if you haven't seen it. The podcast is called Good One. It's done by Vulture, and the one of the latest episodes, they interview Chris Gethard, the comedian. And he talks about the death of the middle class comedian.
Right.
And it's if you're a comic, you should definitely check it out, because he brings such a dose of reality to people. Because this guy is written on TV shows. He's toured the country. He's a working comedian. He had to get a fucking day job because he couldn't afford health insurance.
Right. Yeah. And comedians don't get anything from streaming services. Nothing. They refuse to pay. Spotify and Apple.
No, that's they talk about the Netflix special. There's a part where they talk about the Netflix special, and Chris talks about how the Netflix special is actually turned into like how the music industry used to be.
Right.
Like, oh, okay, you can go do the special for Netflix, but Netflix is going to charge the comedian for the production. Then after you pay your manager and whatever else who's on your team, you may come out ahead, or might be broke, or you may make zero. But most people aren't concerned because they're like, oh, it's going to get me noticed.
Exposure.
Right. What is it? There's two phrases. That'll be great media exposure versus media coverage.
You know what exposure gets you?
A flasher in the middle of the night?
Frostbite.
Yeah, I would recommend that podcast for any working comedian out there that's trying to grind it
Tell
out.
us what it is again, Ron.
It's the podcast is called Good One, and it's done by Vulture, and the comedian is Chris Gethard that's on it. But there's also other podcasts on there with other comedians, and they're very good because they really kind of get into like the nuts and bolts about comedy and how it's, the underbelly of it sometimes and shit like that.
It's weird. But so the thing that, and listen, you say
I'll send it to you, Elizabeth. Where do you want me to send that to you?
Why don't you put it in my Facebook, Ron?
Okay.
Why don't you send it, put it in the chat so everybody can get it?
Because it'll disappear from this chat.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying only send it there. He could send it to you, but we should also put it out there for anybody who might be interested.
Oh, that chat.
I
thought you were talking about the internal chat.
No. But so here's the thing that it concerns me, not because I'm not going to be allowed, but why would artists continue? We're killing art and culture by not rewarding the artist at all. We're taking the possibility that you can make a living from your art almost away from everybody. And why would we continue to have good art if nobody can survive doing it? And that's bad for society. That's bad for culture in the big picture. And if only Taylor Swift can make a living from it, that's not a good thing. It's just not a good thing for humanity. And I don't know why people are okay with that.
Right. It's like coming down to like 5 pop stars, 2 comics, and 1 MC guy. And that's it.
Well, I really feel like the comedy world is kind of in upheaval right now because of what the Manosphere, I'm sorry, Circle Jerk, produced, and it really just seems like comedy is up for the taking. I mean, yeah, you have your big guy, which would be like Nate at this point, Nate Bargatze, but I think there are other comics doing like arenas and stuff, but after you get below that, it really seems like it's up for grabs now.
Yeah. You bring up Nate. This is one of the people that Kevin Brennan said, that guy's just a hack. He's no good. Why? Like, really? People heard of him. They haven't heard of you. It just, the number of people Kevin Brennan was naming.
Josh Johnson.
Who?
Josh Johnson.
Yeah.
He's on Daily Show.
Oh,
he does the Daily Show. They're letting him anchor the Daily Show.
Yeah, you should.
Fantastic young black comic. I fucking love him.
Yeah, the stand-up that he puts.
Oh, Josh Johnson, is that?
Yes.
I saw him at the Stand 2 years ago. I saw him with Mark Norman, Joe List, a whole bunch of really good comedians, and he was the best of that night. He was fucking phenomenal.
If you check out his YouTube, when he posts something, he'll talk about one subject and he'll run it for like 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah. You want to know the most impressive thing, because I'm over analytical when I go to comedy shows, and this was a year where I did 32 comedy club, where I went to actually, be a patron. 32 different clubs in a year to support big shows. And he was on after, again, Janine Garofalo, Joe List, Mark Norman, all these heavy hitters were out there, and he came on after all of them, and the room was fucking pretty. They were feeling laughter. It was a good vibe in the room, and he got on stage, and he stood there in silence for a minute. And I was like, well, this is fucking brave. You just let the fucking audience energy die down to set them up and take them on the roller coaster again. You have to have enormous confidence in yourself and your ability and your material to be in a space where you let that happen and just hold them in quiet for a minute. I was like, is this guy going to say anything? And then he went into a bit. And by the time he was done, I was like, this is the best guy of the night, which was, really impressive to me. So just that bravery to kind of say, yeah, the room is fucking laughing. as a even moderate, like somebody who's been in the business 10 years or something, the instinct would probably be keep that going. I want to feed off this energy. He said, no, I want to create my own energy. I'm going to let that die, let that pass, and just sat there and made me kind of question, why is this guy coming on now after all that? Because I wasn't familiar with him. This was a couple of years ago. And then he just fucking killed. He just killed. And he even started very slow and deliberate. So yeah, great guy, great comedian. He should be. He should. I know you just said he's getting hosting the Daily Show, so good for him. But to me, I thought he should have blown up. The next day, I was like looking all over the internet for him. Where is this guy? What is he doing? Why isn't he?
Yeah, he's got plenty of material out there. He releases probably 60 minutes worth of content a week or more.
Yeah,
and those are just one video is like 60 minutes.
Yeah, really good stuff. So, but yeah, where do we? Because coming back to the music thing, the old gripe used to be that radio only plays you the same 40 songs. We're being force fed what to listen to. It's got worse when we went to these streaming platforms. Now they've reduced that top 40 down to top 10 or whatever. So and the way that corporations are choosing what you listen to or what. So for any new artist, it's becoming harder to break through, even though everybody has the ability to self-produce, self-film.
Well, like now too, hits come from like TikTok and Reels and things like that.
Yeah.
But granted, now like TikTok has been up in the air because with the Americans taking it over, I just don't feel like TikTok is what it once was.
Taking it over. America, like what? It's not the American government, right? That's taking
it's stockholders. It's Larry Ellison.
Larry Ellison. Oh well, there you go. He's part of the whole.
Yeah, that's what they wanted. But you know, the best thing about Americans, we're great at killing things off quickly, and so TikTok, you had a good run, but you know the Americans ruined it. So somebody start something different.
I never really, you know this. I've never really been on TikTok much. I see reels from that. Sometimes people share reels with me or whatever they call them over there. But just going on the site, I was always right from the start a little suspicious of it because all of the propaganda that came. Oh, they're stealing your data and all that. But all the social media are just compiling your data.
And can we really even say stolen data anymore, considering the government gave Elon Musk all your social security data, health data, financial data, and
voting data?
We haven't heard. And what the fuck is that? And what I was just reading something the other day that they were leaking social security numbers, the people.
Yeah. So yes,
well,
we can still say stolen data.
It's in court. At least right now, there are people under oath testifying. Before, you know, Social Security was in denial that it was even happening. So at least now it's coming out into the light.
Yay! Where's your friend, Kristen?
I don't know the answer to that.
And when she comes on, if she does come on, can I call her Kristen?
You can call her anything you want. I don't know what she'll answer to.
We call her Adolf.
Adolf.
Kristen who?
Yeah. I guess you can call me Al. Baby, when you call me, you can
call me Betty.
Yeah. You can call me Betty. I will be your long lost pal. Is that what it is?
Hey,
you can call me Betty, and Betty, when you call me, you can call me Al.
All right.
RFK yesterday was in Harrisburg.
Yeah.
Doing what?
Drinking
milk.
Yeah, some rally.
Sucking on whole cow.
Okay. When did milk go away?
Bathing himself in a feral cow pasture.
I mean, I've never been like Mr. Milk. It's good for whatever. It's good for. But I'm surprised to find out that the war on milk is.
Well, but you're looking at it wrong. The milk thing, that is the 2026 version of conservatives tapping under the stall to get the attention of other closeted conservatives, because they're all out there now talking about the milk mustache. It's like, guys, we get it. You want to suck off your friends? Go ahead. You hate your bitch wives? Do it. But we don't have to hear about it. We get it.
That's a very homophobic thing.
America.
That's a very homophobic thing. We don't have to hear about it. I don't
no, it's just bisexual.
You can do what you want, but I don't want to hear about it. That's a homophobe line.
No, they're just very bisexual, and I hate it that they're not.
Well, I don't.
They're not
want to
homos.
hear about other people getting laid when I'm not getting laid. I don't think it has to do with being homophobic, or I just don't want to hear about it.
No, but that is a typical homophobic line. Like, I don't hate gays. They could do whatever they want. Just don't let me see it. Don't let me know about it.
No, those guys would be much happier if they would just tell their wives, like, honey, I'm going to this conservative meeting. Me and the guys are going to fucking suck each other. That's all that's going to happen. That's it.
Well, that's the show for you, folks. Hope you enjoyed the show. I don't know.
I think they called that the Brokeback GOP.
No wonder you guys ruined my show yesterday. I don't know. You didn't ruin my show. What did I say about it that you were wondering about?
You said 3 times 0 is still 0.
No, that's what you said. But did I say something mean in the description about this? I couldn't think of what to say. I was just trying to get something up there.
I don't know if I would say you said something mean, but you did say I'm back and F you.
Oh, it said,
yeah, I saw that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because I did tune on, I was starting the show for you and playing all the buttons. And Mike Zinn, who hides under the alias of alternate universes, because he's been banned under every other fucking
hilarious.
He said, before it even got started, he said, he knew I wasn't on the program. He said, I'm liking this better already. And
I didn't see that.
Yeah, well, it was one of the first comments yesterday. But I want to say to him, like, nobody gives a fuck about it. You had your own show, nobody listened, so you keep coming over here to try to get listeners or try to get some attention, and still nobody fucking gives a fuck about you. Just go away. That's kumbaya, boy, Mike Zinn.
Okay, you wrote, after GD and Ron got me demonetized.
Yeah,
was that demon?
Demonetized.
Demonetized.
Yeah.
I struggle. Redeem. Probably to redeem the channel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was supposed to say 2. I think it said yo, and I took
I think it's supposed to say. I read Matt. I do understand what you're saying. I just was reading what you actually wrote. I know what you meant.
That's nice. I didn't get demonetized yet. I was expecting to get demonetized.
Once you said that, I was like, fuck, really? That's really what I thought. I thought you got demonetized, and I felt bad.
Yeah, who cares?
I was going to send you a check for 3 cents.
That's exactly how I got to the music thing, because this friend who was coming on next week, who has got all this stuff, when I play his music, he's going to get a revenue share from this program, and he's going to think like that's big stuff. But the point. First of all, when I'm promoting people's music, I don't mind sharing the revenue with them. I mind it if, like, I play something and somebody wants to take all the revenue. Even so, he's never going to see that money that we're sharing with him. It will go into an account on CD Baby. It will be there forever, and they'll continue to collect the interest on it or whatever. It'll be a couple of bucks tops, even if we get millions of views, which we're not going to get. But so that sharing thing, we have them on, and YouTube automatically shares with them, but they don't actually get it. So they take it away from me, who is monetized, who actually does get a penny a month off of this stuff, and put it in an account somewhere that he will never see because he never reaches the threshold to get payment for it. So in order to get to that threshold, especially starting out at 0, he has to get like 1 million views before he'll ever get paid. That's not going to happen. He's going to die before he gets to 1 million views. He's old. So it's like the corporation, they're using this kind of method to steal from people, because if they do it to enough people at a time, and they are doing it to enough people at a time, it accumulates. If you look at if they got 1 million of these guys, and they have more than 1 million of these guys, if they're taking $1 from each one every day, and putting it into account, that's $1 million a day getting interest for all these gigantic corporations. Meanwhile, none of those people are ever going to see a penny of the revenue that they created in the
the counter, not the counter to that, but I guess you say almost to prove that what you just said is Elizabeth Warren wanted to tax billionaires an extra half a penny on every dollar over, I think, $1 billion. I think it could have been $1 million, but half a penny per dollar, a half a penny. And they've had a fucking fit. They're like, what the fuck are you talking? You're trying to break us? You trying to bankrupt us? No, it's a half a penny per dollar over anything over and above like the $1 million or something like that. A wealth tax. And they had a fucking fit.
My God, when does the greed? I mean, and the idea, because Eric Weinstein was talking about how bad communism is. It's like every ism, whether he talks communism, socialism, capitalism, any ism with a jism that you could fucking come up with. The problem isn't the system; it's the guidelines and keeping rules and regulations and guiding this. So capitalism, the idea, and it worked very well under Eisenhower, was this 90% corporate tax rate, but you create guardrails that keep greed in check, because the natural human condition is to gravitate towards greed. I never get enough. So in order to feed the billionaires and keep them, or multimillionaires in those days, which are now billionaires, keep them contributing into society, you hit them with a corporate tax rate, but give them an out if they create enough opportunity for people below them. If that actually trickles down, we'll give you breaks on your taxes, and then you get to keep more of your money by investing in the and what are they going to do when there are no fucking more poor people? You can't have a society that's just rich billionaires, because then nobody's going to be fucking working. You can't have a society where nobody works. Hello, you have to have. Yeah. So I don't know what the end goal is here.
And they really need to change the rule that says CEOs that corporations, their first responsibility is the shareholders. They got to change that.
Yeah.
So that there's some responsibility, some social responsibility, so they can stop using that law as cover to fuck us over. It's like our first responsibility is to the shareholders, so we can have calculated risk that hurt the public. It's okay as long as we're making money.
Yeah.
They have to change that.
Who was it? Dick Durbin, a Democrat, last week on the floor was trying to talk about creating an amendment to undo Citizens United.
Yes.
And money is not free speech. Money is not, and this is where we went wrong. He was the first.
And corporations are not people. It's a double edged. They have to do both. They have to do both.
Corporations aren't people, and money isn't speech.
Yes.
Yeah. But this is where we went wrong, and it wasn't that long ago. Listen, there were lots of places where we went wrong, but this is how we got to where we are now, where the oligarch society is in place. So fighting against that, I think it's a little too late, even though it's great. I would love to see Citizens United overturned. The powers that be now are not going to let that happen. They become too. We let them.
I don't think we stopped fighting. I don't think we stopped trying. though. I'm
not saying.
And actually, with everything that's happening, I think it helps keep people motivated and focused, because I mean, you have Republicans and Democrats that are both saying, like, what the fuck is going on? We're just trying to, you're doing all this fucking shit, destroying relationships with allies. It's like you're a pedophile. What's going on?
Now's the time to do it. I mean, when I say now, I don't mean like this very, very moment, but as soon as the Democrats or the people that want to do this, as soon as they get power, do it, because the people are so angry with the billionaires, and the way you get take away that power is to put people on hold while I take my phone. Sorry.
Well, you say when the Democrats get power. Do you actually think that's a reality, like a real I know the pendulum swings back and forth in America.
I'm very concerned about the election.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I
I'd
got
like to
banned
have
from
one.
HuffPo. I got banned from HuffPo in 2012 by saying if we didn't moderate a little bit, that the pendulum would swing so far to the right that you'll end up with a President Rush Limbaugh or President Donald Trump. I said that and got myself banned in 2012, and sure enough, we got one of them. And I thought that America was like that. We went far left, far right all the time. But if you push too far, you're asking for the other side. I don't think there is a pushback at this point. I think we're stuck. I mean, I don't see, and I'm not saying, I hear you, GD, they say we don't give up the fight, but I don't see there's any.
What fight? Hakeem Jeffries just rolls over.
Thank you.
He's like, well, I oppose ICE, but I'm not going to whip the vote against ICE. Fuck you, clown.
We got into a little bit of an argument a couple of weeks ago about that, where GD called him a centrist. I said, no, he's not a centrist. He's a coward. It's not like he believes in centrist ideology. He's just too weak to try to push back.
He's a greedy, kiss-ass, brown-nosing yahoo.
Yeah.
Who sees the same advantage in ICE that other corporate Democrats do. It's always nice to have a little spice around to scare the commoners.
So the question on the table is, GD, you want to say something before? The question on the table is that idea that GD said, as soon as the Democrats take power again, is that even a real scenario? I don't think it is. I don't think the Democrats are getting power again. I just don't think. I can't see
I think they will, but it won't be. I think both parties have to go away now. They've both proven that they're absolute failures. One party just rolls over because the other party is a little more organized, and the Democrats are too worried about hurting everyone's feelings and things. It's like, well, you can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs. You're not going to make everybody.
We're the polite party. We're the party of politically correct.
Like Mark Maron said, the Democrats annoyed the Republicans into socialism or into communism or fascism, however.
Authoritarianism.
Now, yesterday, again, I did not watch the speech, so I'm just saying of what I've read. He said, according to what I read, he said, I am a dictator. In Davos yesterday, he said, I am a dictator.
Oh, yeah.
Or I'm a dictator, but sometimes you need a dictator, or I might be paraphrasing.
People say I'm a dictator, but sometimes you need a dictator, I believe is the quote.
So with that, have any of the people who said that it wasn't that and wasn't ever going to be that, have they said, oh, yeah, you were right? Has anybody said that?
Not that I know of, but I don't talk to people that support Donald Trump.
I don't either.
It's just an automatic. I don't even reach out to them anymore.
Yeah, no, I block them, and I've cut off almost everybody in my life. GD, it looks like your friend here is here.
See, I don't though. I don't cut any of those people out.
Good for you, Ron. I can't stand them. I mean, it put me in a room with them for 15 minutes and I'm out. I got a very small bandwidth of tolerance for them.
Yeah.
Coming back to the show, a friend of mine from way back. Yes, Erica Ginsburg. She's got the scoop on. Well, she's the original Mega Mama. She's got a scoop on solar energy and Indian reservations. I just wanted to talk about it. Yeah, I just want to talk about that. So Erica, here we go.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. I wanted to know where Elizabeth is in this country.
Hi.
She's in DC
Washington,
area.
DC.
You're in DC, honey. You can't talk about Trump voters and how you can't talk to them. You are surrounded by love and support.
Well,
I am in Sarasota, Florida, girlfriend.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay.
And you're getting pulled over. Hold on.
Leave.
You're getting pulled over. I'm kidding. I just thought I'd scare you a little bit.
No, I'm sitting here hearing her say, I won't talk to Trump supporters.
I won't.
That would mean I can't talk to anybody around me.
Outside
me
your
too.
house.
Me
Yeah,
too.
once you leave your house.
You should leave.
No, I mean, I'm in Florida.
Yeah, you should leave. I mean, you should leave Florida. It's built with one giant sinkhole.
If we didn't stay and fight, though, isn't this where the rubber meets the road?
Yeah,
It was easy for us.
let Florida secede. We don't need you. We don't need your driver's laws.
Yeah, I hear you, and I'll tell you what, I am doing that. But
I'm glad.
I proudly moved to Florida, saying my vote counts here, saying that I am being the change that needs to happen.
Good for you.
I have been part of that, and just today, do you guys know what's going on here? Have you ever heard of Tom Edwards? See, nobody even knows this shit.
Tom who?
So,
Tom who?
His name is Tom Edwards. Look him up.
Thank you.
Tom Edwards is Sarasota County's first openly gay Sarasota County School Board member.
Oh, great.
And he is being hanged by the toenails and tortured. You know what? Stop the exaggeration. He is being smeared. We are a test tube for Ron DeSantis' mini takeover. Okay, Sarasota.
Yeah, I wasn't putting being hanged too far out of the realm of possibility.
Oh yeah, no, he needs bodyguards at this point. He just gave a live WSLR this morning. They just passed a resolution this week. The Sarasota County School Board passed a resolution supporting ICE in the schools. That means allowing ICE officers to come in with no warrants, no anything, barge into a classroom, decide, arbitrarily, this kid looks, brown, let's take him. And this is supposed to keep us safe. And we are fucking going apeshit.
No, the tactics being borrowed or learned from the IDF, watching them employed in the United States is horrifying. And that 5-year-old boy used as a human shield to lure his parents out. It's one of the most disgusting, heinous things I have ever paid for with my tax money.
Wow.
So what is going to happen when a family who was expecting ICE, they come barging through the front door and are met with shotgun blasts and kill those people? That's an interesting legal, because now we're saying they don't have to. The Fourth Amendment means nothing. They can just barge in, but you also have the right to stand your ground in Florida and protect you in several states. So protect your home from invaders. They're not necessarily breaking down the door. You don't have time to identify yourself. They get shot and killed. Where does that leave the situation as far as legal? And I would think that if you were even suspecting that they might be coming for you, you'd be arming yourself and getting ready for.
No. Do you remember those Second Amendment bleeding heart guys are always out there?
Don't tread on me.
Yeah, where are they at now?
They're saying tread on me now. They just took the don't out.
That's right. Tread on me if I'm black or brown or indigenous.
You notice they cut her off as soon as she said indigenous.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, but so where would that leave the legal situation? If, let's say, I just broke through my door, they're just coming through, and I blow them off with a shotgun and blow them all away. Am I liable for? Is that murder? No, it's not.
You have to go to trial. It had to because they're federal agents. But on the other hand, it also depends on who's doing the investigation. So it's up in the air. I think you'd be in the right, because I would do the exact same thing, except I don't have a gun. I'd have to stab them all with my spears.
Home invasion, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to use my spears and stab them all. But I do have enough spears for each one.
Can you chuck them? being a
I could chuck them, but where they are, there's not enough room to chuck them. I'd have to get up. I'd have to, personal. But the way my house is configured, they'd have to come in single file. So I'd stab
I'm
each
having
one.
fantasies about booby trapping them.
Well, I'm just disappointed in his spear chucking ability.
I can chuck a spear. It's just that in my house,
my
the way it's
God.
set up, they have to come through one door. They come through the door. There's not enough room because my spears are like 7 feet long.
You would figure an avid spear chucker like yourself would set up his living domain with enough space to chuck a good spear.
I never thought I'd have to chuck my spears when we got this house. I thought that we were done with Trump and we would never see him again. I never thought that I'd have to chuck my spears.
I need to come over and see your spears and chuck a couple.
And my wife doesn't like me showing my spears to other women.
Yeah. Or you need to write a book on how to be a good spear chucker.
What I learned about spear chucking by G.D. Fenderson.
I thought we were going to talk to Kristen.
Yes, Erica, I want you to tell them about what you did in South Dakota with all the megas.
I would love to. I'll also pull it back to Elizabeth, our other guest, because Elizabeth, you're in DC. I will be joining you in DC. G.D. Fenderson, you know that I'm coming to DC.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel like the Lorax, the blue-haired
When will
Lorax.
you be here?
I will be there for the American Council on Renewable Energy
Policy
Forum. Preaching to a choir of fossil fuel industry cloaked as renewables bullshit artists.
Right.
And maybe I'm legislators. Yep. So here's the deal, guys. What I do and what we're doing. What we do. I hope this is working. It says my phone is too hot. I can't imagine why, because I'm being hot right now. The reality is we have a patent on a portable, powerful plug-in solar carport. So you have to wrap your brains around this. Click here, buy now, deploy, and plug in, generate electricity. No more contractors, no more permitting, no more bullshit. No more bullshit. Just generate, just like you are a load on the grid, you are now generating for yourself and for the grid. And nobody should tell us that we cannot generate in the name of safety. The only safety they're worried about is the safety of their profits. That's it, folks. We have the proof, we have the substantiation, and now we have the UL listing coming down the pipeline. It took us 4.5 years. We're getting a UL listing. That may not mean much to you guys, but it means
Erica, I love you.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to have lesbian sex on my show today.
Yes. Let both tits hang out wide. Both, not just one. All right. So now
before you go on, I don't want to disagree with you, but I'm going to disagree with you because you said nobody can stop us from whatever you said, generating our own.
Generating behind the meter.
But I don't know if you know this, but apparently there have been people who've been arrested for gathering rainwater.
Yeah, I was going to bring up rainwater. Thank you, Napo.
For gathering it. So the idea that you can't, there should not be anybody stopping you. But I think fascists find a way to stop people. It's just ridiculous.
I think you, Matt. When you say fascists, I actually think you're talking about petrophiles. You know, the oil people. They're called petrophiles.
I did not know that.
That's their technical term.
Did you just make that up?
Of course I did.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that the solar police aren't going to come and try to arrest you for generating.
Okay, because that's what it sounded like when you said nobody can stop us.
Well, she's talking about more like a technical aspect. Like the technology is there. And we're working on the legislature now. But tell them about the Indian reservation, the wonderful things you did there.
The wonderful things
about to do there.
Please, I have a Potawatomi heritage, so I'm all ears.
Oh, I look forward to talking to you about the Potawatomi up in, well, there's a number of them there
I think
in
it's pronounced
Massachusetts.
but go ahead.
There are 542 recognized sovereign nations in the United States. They have jurisdiction over their lands. They should have jurisdiction over interconnection agreements pursuant to various treaties. And we are all about sovereignty and generation. So the Bush Foundation, everybody here, this has not been an official notification yet because the Bush Foundation is 3M. Yes, folks, the Fortune 100 company 3M, where you buy your sticky notes and glue. They have a foundation, and they are sponsoring to the tune of $5 million an initiative by the Lakota Nation for weatherization and electricity generation by means of the plug. And we have committed to 5 years. We're moving to South Dakota, and we are putting our megas, make electricity great again, on America's most poverty-stricken zip code.
That's
and
great.
At the same time, we will be elevating these otherwise condemned mobile homes by weatherization. And there's going to be some serious workforce development as well. We may own the patent on it, but we are prepared to give 100% licensing support so that they will be making and manufacturing and let them make the profits.
Wow.
So that is what we're doing. We're changing the narrative. Us whiteys are going to go to Lakota for our electricity. That's what we want to see.
I want to go to Pushpatuk and it's a different kind of energy I get there.
I love it.
Yeah? What's Pushpatuk?
Pushpatuk is a native reservation here. I call it Weed World, actually.
I am open. I don't know. I am an open book. I'd love to know about them. We want to make all the connections possible. You know, you bring up marijuana. It's the same. We are the medical marijuana of that movement. We are portable, powerful, requiring certain things like the medical card, but ultimately it's the same bomber in the driveway. Okay?
You know,
we're smoking the same weed, and we are pushing the regulatory barriers. Thank you.
I was just remembering, like, my mom's nickname back in the day was called Open Book.
I used to call her Pushpatuk, your mom.
Pushpatuk.
Yeah, because
I want to know more. Can we put it in the chat, or somebody send it to me as an email because I'm driving?
You know what? I'll send it to GD and he can forward it to you. All the information on Pushpatuk.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, she forgot that I invited her on to be on the show this morning. And she started making other plans.
Where are you driving to?
DMV,
I'm going
right?
to the DMV. I am. I'm going to the DMV. We're moving to South Dakota. And so I have to, all of our cars, we have a Sprinter van, we have a Hino truck. We are taking our entire factory and we are moving everything to the Lakota Nation.
I think this is the first time. I'm 66 years old. I think this is the first time in my life I've ever heard the phrase "moving to South Dakota."
Right on. I love that. I actually love it, and I found out something very interesting. I'm a Jew. I have only been a Jew. I've only been a Jew.
And we're friends.
And we're friends. Yeah, you know what? I came out of the closet, GD. Before when you knew
I think
me
it's
before,
oven, not closet, but go ahead.
Out of the oven. Before, GD only knew me as Jewish. I was only Jewish. I am no longer Jewish.
Wow.
I am now a Jew.
I'm not sure that can happen to you.
Oh, yeah. I stood up in a hot tub, stoned in Lake Tahoe, and with tears in my eyes, I came home. I said, this is it, folks. I am no longer, I cannot hide any longer. I have to proclaim it because we're fucking things up in Israel, and I need to claim my Jewishness and therefore I can open my mouth when I see the wrong shit going. Because if you're just Jewish, that's so fucking wimpy. That's like George Santos. I'm Jewish.
Or blackish. Or blackish.
Or blackish. You know, what's that bullshit? No, I'm a Jew. And as a Jew, I want you guys to know there's a book. It's called The Price of Free Land. Did you know Jews from my hometown were given 50 acres of Lakota lands? There's this book, fucking blew my mind. It's the same time that my forefathers came over, that came on what they call Jew Flats, right next to where I'm going to be living in Hermosa, South Dakota, and they settled this area. And this really amazing journalist wrote about it, and she kind of mixes memoir with history. And I listened to this story, and it blew my mind to hear that not only did we take the land from the Lakota, then we sat there and looked at the Jews and said, you know, they're fucking shitty Jews, but they're white. We can give them some of that shitty Lakota land. That'll help break shit up over there. That'll help, you know, homogenize the situation. And those folks didn't know any better. They just took the land. And that is a very interesting thing. Yes, I am not the first one to go to South Dakota. They've been going to South Dakota quietly for a long time. But I'm excited to go somewhere where it is not America. Okay? Not America. I wanted to go to Europe. My husband's from Hamburg, Germany. I thought I was going to Europe, man. One-way fucking ticket. I have a 50-foot boat. I'm ready to go. GD knows I'm not lying. And he's like, no, we're going to change the world first. I'm like, I thought we were going to retire, you know?
Yeah. Kind of reminded me of a clip I saw with Ben Shapiro and Charlemagne. And Ben Shapiro said, yeah, reparations can't work. It's impossible for reparations to work. And Charlemagne said, they work for the Jewish people. Oh, well, that's different. He didn't elaborate on how that's different. But it's just, I did not know about this land thing.
My son listens to that guy, Ben Shapiro. I've never listened to him.
Yeah.
I don't have TV. I don't have I don't listen to any of that shit. The only thing I listen to GD.
Well, and that explains the extensive brain damage.
I apologize for that right there.
And Heather Cox Richardson.
Yeah.
So if we lose you, Erica, because you're going into the DMV, I just wanted to thank you for everything you're doing to let people know about solar energy and stuff like that.
Amazing.
Okay, with that, I got to end it with a plug. Anybody who wants to adopt a MEGA, that stands for Mobile Electricity Generating Appliance, in their sunny driveway, backyard, wherever, you call Gizmo Power. We will set up an interconnection agreement. Yes, we feed back. Yes, we export electricity back to the grid. They have to take it. Let's make this happen. None of that blah, blah, blah. You guys, the whole renewable energy industry, that green movement, there's shit going on in there too. It's not all perfect. There's a lot of soft costs, a lot of three-piece suits wanting to make money on projects. They don't give a shit about you, the end user. We're about the end user. Okay. And if you know somebody who has high bills, wants a MEGA, that includes you, GD. We will come, we will deploy.
All right.
Now, you are there to help the end user to stop getting used in the end.
Exactly. There's a serious ROI, you guys. The return on the investment is like 4 years.
I think we have a new T-shirt coming in the store that won't sell. But...
Oh, yeah. You know, we were on the way.
I want one of these MEGA things. I'll check it out. GD,
Gizmo Power with an S, not a Z. I'm a Ginsburg with an S, not a Z. Okay.
Yeah, you have a link you can put in the chat.
Yeah, got a link.
Let me put down my coffee. Or here, I'll put it over here. Chat. I'll do that. And Elizabeth, I want your info.
Okay.
I will, with your permission, I will
put her in touch with me, JJ.
Yes, I will put the two of you in a chat, a text chat, and then y'all can exchange information.
Right. Yeah, or you could just go to any hospital in the DC area and find Elizabeth there at least 1 or 2 days a week.
Very good. I'm sorry I missed you. I'm sorry I missed her spiel.
Well,
I'm giving you
actually,
guys all
technically,
my
she's
I
not a
didn't really
guest.
have a spiel today, Erica.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
excited to catch
Technically,
you.
she's not a guest. She's a recurring feature.
Yeah, Matt says I'm going to be
Oh.
on the show every day this year, so I gave him a headshot of me in case I can't make it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
But
Yeah.
then he asked for audio clips, and I can't decide what audio clip I want.
Okay. I think she accidentally
Where'd she
disconnected
go?
herself trying to send a link.
She went to get a number.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
at the she back where she was.
I
okay.
have rubber fingers. Thank you. What an honor to be on your show. One more thing. 3:00 on Monday, we're being interviewed by the New York Times.
Oh, that's great.
Fantastic.
It's because they did a piece on fucking solar about 3 months ago and didn't even mention us. Nobody loves us. So I wrote to them and said, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Good for
Is
you.
that how you opened the letter? Is that how you opened it? Dear New York, what the fuck?
I know. I use 4-letter words when I feel
NYT,
vulnerable.
WTF.
WTF. No, honestly, they saw what's going on, and here's that interesting reality. So balcony solar. Has anybody here heard of plug-in solar, balcony solar?
I have.
So there you go. The idea of, one little, two little, anemic panels, you plug it into your living room and bang, you got your solar power for your home, right?
Yeah.
Well, that movement is kind of like our frenemy. They don't really work with us. We work with them. In other words, we have paved the way for their UL listing. We've been doing this 5 years. But because Germany already has balcony solar, there's some multimillionaires over here who see that as an interesting pipeline and are pushing it over here, and that's great. I have no problem with that. But give a little bit of credit to the folks who've been dragging it along with UL, going to National Electric Code conventions, going to the National Fire Protection Agency, knocking down the doors of the regulators. We've been doing it for 4.5 years, and they come in and say, we invented plug-in solar. I don't want to focus on them. I want to focus on the right enemies. And you know what? That divide and conquer shit that's happening with the DEI movement too. Okay? I get it, man. I'm white. Sometimes I get a little bit like, wait a minute, what am I, chopped liver? I want to be part of this. But no, I have to make space for others and don't create emotional labor and none of all the new, politically correct stuff. And there's some stuff with DEI that I could complain about, but don't make me enemies with them. Fuck. We got to stick together. This is shit.
All right. Well, thank you for being on the program. Take care. And
thank you. I'll shut up.
No, I didn't tell you to shut up.
No.
No, they'll tell you to shut up once you get in the door.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Have a great day. Thanks.
Keep up the great work,
day.
Erica.
Bye for now. Christian from Gizmo Power. Right, GD?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Gizmopower.com.
GISMO.
Yeah. Why do they stay away from the Z? I like Giz, whatever.
Someone probably owns that.
Yeah, you're right. Domains parking. GD, has she been on the show before? Because it's ringing a bell in my.
That's why I said she's returning.
I think I might have wanted to buy. What stopped me? Did you buy? You didn't buy one of these.
No, I was in the process of actually starting to work for them, and then the grant money kind of got dried up.
Money.
So there was, and actually, I fucked up the paperwork to begin. Well, I messed up the paperwork on my end, sending it to my power company, and they said I had to refile it. I couldn't just make the correction. I had to do the whole thing over again. Talking about 12 pages of documentation, and some of the documentation, unfortunately, I sent them the original, not copies.
But was it?
So I reach out to her on Gizmo and I say I want one of these megas, and she's gonna come hook me up and my family up with free power.
Yeah.
Is that the deal?
Yeah, that's
Kind
the
of. Let
deal.
me. Y'all go ahead and talk amongst
But I got to
yourselves.
do 12 pages of paperwork.
Oh, was she the person who's been on the show before? Because I could have sworn it was a guy
Yes.
talking about
No,
this
it was
gizmo
her.
pal.
It was her. The two of us were talking about it.
And there was a carport thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
With the video. Yes, I
And
shared the video.
I wanted to get that. I don't remember the cost. I think was at the time I didn't have the money to spend out.
I don't think there was like I said. She was working with us, saying that they would cover the cost. Is what she was saying at that time. If we wanted it, they were going to cover the cost. So there was nothing you were going to have to pay.
I can't believe I didn't, because I thought there was.
I can. You don't listen to people after a while.
I think I went there and pursued it, and it was like 20 grand, and I didn't have the money to lay out for it.
That's not what she told you on the show.
I know she told me that, but then when I went to sign up, they were asking for 20 grand, 19,500 if I remember correctly, cash up front, and I didn't have it at the time, and that's why I cut.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
No, never mind. I'm listening.
I love that she calls herself Orc in the chat.
Yeah, Mork from Mork, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and was that the grant you applied for that you didn't get? Because I think that's where I got hung up. And there was, I know they said on the it was cost, there was no cost in it, and then I went there and there was a cost, and I got confused and like I'm not going to apply for grants because I'll never get that because I'm white and Christian, and they persecute me for being white and Christian. I don't know if you're aware of this, but in America,
I heard that the white male
and I'm a male, and so being disadvantaged because of being a white male Christian, the deck is stacked against me, right?
Yeah, I feel really bad for all of you patriarchs. Just horrible. Horrible.
How bad do you feel for me? I mean, just how bad? Enough to send me 19,500 so I can get a solar thing hooked up.
No, but I carry a paper mache cross for you down my court.
That's fine. Ron wants to claim that. He's gone. Look, because he knew what was coming up. I was going to say he wants to say that I'm bisexual, but every time I ask him to blow me, he runs away. So.
I was expecting Ron to appear right then and there.
Yeah. Gizmopower.com.
He disappears. Oh, I don't want to know.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
Okay. Erica put a bunch of stuff in the private chat for us.
Right.
So you guys can
Gizmo Power across the bottom there, and their contact is on there, right? For people who want to find out more about this stuff. It just seems like what I can't remember exactly what, but like filing the paperwork for the grant got me all like frustrated because this is something I want. I definitely want.
Are you sure? Because we know how dangerous windmills are.
I don't know how dangerous windmills are, but
they're so scary.
So why would we want to take on Denmark with all their evil windmills? Is Denmark known for
that? If you listen to Trump lately, he was talking about Iceland. He was saying Iceland when he meant to say Greenland, and he just been.
Oh my God!
Geraldo Rivera, who is like left wing one day, right wing the next day, and just an idiot every other day. He was trying to make excuses. It's easy to confuse Greenland because Greenland and Iceland because Greenland is covered with ice and Iceland is very green. So you can understand how he made that. No, you can't. I can't.
If he were like looking at the pictures, I could almost see that. But the man has been threatening to invade, occupy, and take the country for like a year. Yeah. Even before the election, he's been threatening this. And so all of a sudden it gets the two countries confused. What? So he wanted Iceland all the time and not Greenland? Yeah. Either way, and it's not just Geraldo, the official White House policy stance. That's what the White House press person, I can't remember her name now, the blonde lady.
Levitt.
Yeah, Levitt or Leavitt. Levitt said that's their official thing. Well, Iceland is green and Greenland is ice, and so that's why he got them mixed up. No, the man's a fucking idiot lunatic.
It's watch how twisted I can make myself trying to find an excuse for his dementia. Again, if this was Biden, or every last one of them would be saying 25th Amendment. He's just crazy, and
they wouldn't even go 25th Amendment. They would just say get rid of his ass now any way possible.
Right.
Well, I think that's
they were calling for a Second Amendment solution. They would call for an impeachment. They would call for 25th Amendment.
I think that's part of the game plan, though. You let this guy just burn himself out completely, and just because it's so much of a distraction, people are like, "Oh, it's him and it's him."
I understand that, and I thought I was definitely on the belief that they selected Vance just for that purpose. But now I see that they're refusing the 25th Amendment. If not now, when? Now I'm not saying it's again. I'm coming back to the idea. I think Vance will be worse because he's Peter Thiel. He is run by Peter Thiel. He's Peter Thiel's puppet. So it's basically President Thiel if that happens. But I can't understand what they're waiting for. This is exactly what those of us who believe this idea of why Vance was chosen, and so it's here. There's their opportunity, and they're still not taking it.
The only thing I can think of, and because I've been using logic to figure this out, and I've been so wrong based on logic, I could be wrong again. But if Vance wants to appear to be sane by comparison, then they let Trump do all the crazy shit and accomplish as much as he can with the crazy shit, with the ICE raids, with the executive orders, let Trump do all that crazy shit so that Vance can say, look, I'm reasonable. Even though he wants to do the exact same thing, by comparison...
I think we're at the point where Professor Erwin Collier looks reasonable.
I know. I'm just saying, like I said, I can't really... I've been trying to apply logic. Logic doesn't work. We need another crazy person to combat that crazy.
No, I agree with part of what you're saying, GD. But I mean, at this point, the strategy is simple. You got to bend it till it breaks, and until something really breaks and bad happens, they won't invoke the 25th. There's no reason to. The bull is in the china shop. Let the bull do what he wants to do until it completely destroys something. Then, once something really breaks, you got your fall guy. You can move in the sane guy, and that'll last for about a month. And here we are. Then we'll be doing the same thing, except it'll be Vance.
When I was 13 years old, I was in Los Angeles, California, by myself, by the way, at 13 years old. Yeah, go figure this. I'm walking down the street in a very Mexican part of town where there were a lot of pawn shops and stuff. And there was a guy I remember this like it was yesterday, a guy down trying to have a conversation with a bug. And I feel like that guy is more reasonable. The guy I see in my mind on his hands and knees talking to a bug, trying to have and he was talking about Nixon. Because Nixon was being pressured to resign at the time. And I remember this very clearly, how nuts that was, and like trying to process this. I think that guy seems more reasonable right now than Trump does to me. And that, you could, Trump derangement system. No, this guy is fucking, you talk cognitive, like he'll, in the middle of a sentence, he'll say, and you talk about cognitive, I aced that test more than anybody's ever aced that test before. Like, wait, nobody was even talking about that. Like, he'd just go off on a tangent like that all the time. And it's not the getting up and walking away. It's all that stuff. The man is textbook senile. That's all you can say about it. He's textbook senile. And so how do you risk, if you're Peter Thiel or JD or anybody in the Republican Party, how do you risk going one more day that this guy isn't just going to fucking nuke a blue state? I'm just going to nuke a blue state because like, what? How do you know he's not? He's that fucking crazy. I don't know. So none of it makes sense to me, because I really thought that this was exactly this is the moment they wanted to install Vance. I thought that's why Vance was selected. Now I'm confused about the whole fucking thing. Anyway, I got to get out of here. You got to get out of here. It's 11:30. Yes, I have to go. I have to go get ready for more work. I'm working too much, working too hard. You guys just sit home, fucking.
No, I have.
You have work.
I have an interview at noon, so yeah.
Really, for a job?
Yeah. Oh no, interviewing a comedian.
Oh, that's not work. It's just talking more. That's what we're doing here. To say work. All right, I'm out. You guys got any final last words before I click on this button that says out of here?
Turn on your radio.
Thank you.
listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me